Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Daily English Voices, your A1, A2 English listening practice podcast. I'm Mia, and I'm happy you're here. This is your place to listen, practice, and grow in English step by step. In this episode, I will speak slowly and clearly. I will use simple words, natural rhythm, and friendly examples from everyday life. I will also repeat key sentences so that you can listen, repeat, and shadow my voice. Today we will practice talking about your daily life in full, easy sentences that you can really use when you meet someone, when you write a message, or when you record yourself for practice. Take a deep breath. Relax your shoulders. Let's begin together, one real sentence at a time. Before we practice, let's talk about why this topic matters. It is important to practice talking about your day because your day is real. It is something that happens to you every morning, every afternoon, and every evening. You already know the people, places, and actions in your life. You know your alarm, your kitchen, your bus stop, your office or classroom, your living room, and your bed. You don't need to search for big ideas or special facts. You only need to look around and speak about what you do. When you talk about your day, you are not guessing. You are not translating a complicated story. You are simply telling the truth about your life. That makes English easier, faster, and more natural. This episode is built in 3 parts: morning, afternoon, and evening. In each part, you will hear short example sentences. You will hear a simple story. You will hear helpful phrases that you can copy. You can pause after each line and repeat. You can shadow the rhythm. You can try to say the sentence a little faster each time. If you are at home, you can speak out loud. If you are in a public place, you can whisper. Both ways are good. Your mouth learns by moving. Your ears learn by listening. Your mind learns by connecting sound and meaning. We will also practice a small method: first understand, then echo, then retell. Understand means you listen and get the main idea. Echo means you repeat with the same music. Retell means you use your own details. This is how you build real fluency from simple blocks. Let's start with the morning, the first chapter of your day. In the morning, many people wake up, breathe, stretch, and prepare for the day. Listen to these simple sentences, and then try to echo them. I usually wake up at 7 o'clock. Sometimes I wake up earlier when I have a busy day. If I sleep late, I feel tired in the morning. I stay in bed for 1 minute and think about my plans. I take a deep breath and stretch my arms and legs. Then I sit up slowly and put my feet on the floor. I walk to the bathroom and brush my teeth for 2 minutes. After that, I wash my face with cool water. It helps me feel awake. Sometimes I take a quick shower. When I shower, I like to listen to soft music or a short English podcast. After my shower, I dry off and put on clean clothes. If I have a meeting, I wear something a little more formal. If I stay at home, I choose something comfortable. Now let's move to the kitchen. I make a simple breakfast. I often eat toast, eggs, and fruit. Sometimes I have cereal with milk and a banana. If I have more time, I make oatmeal or an omelette. I drink coffee most mornings, but sometimes I choose green tea because it feels light and fresh. While I eat, I enjoy the quiet. Some days I look out the window and listen to the birds. Other days I watch a short video or read a few lines of the news. Before I leave, I check my phone and look at the time. I read my messages and check my calendar. I pack my bag with the things I need: my phone, my wallet, my keys, my notebook, and my water bottle. Then I put on my shoes, open the door, and begin my day. Let's turn those sentences into a short morning story. Listen once for understanding. Then echo the lines with me. In the morning, I usually wake up at around 7. Sometimes I wake up earlier when I want a slow start. I lie in bed for a minute and think about the day ahead. I stretch my arms, take a long breath, and sit up. I walk to the bathroom and brush my teeth for 2 full minutes. I wash my face with cool water, and I feel more awake. If I still feel sleepy, I take a warm shower and play gentle music. After the shower, I put on clean clothes and check my hair in the mirror. I go to the kitchen and make breakfast. I toast 2 slices of bread and spread a little butter and jam. I boil 1 egg and cut an apple. I pour a cup of coffee. While I eat, I sit near the window and watch the light on the street. Before I leave, I check my phone, my to-do list, and my schedule. I put my notebook in my bag, take a last look around the room, and say to myself, I'm ready for today. You can do the same. Pause now if you want. Speak your own morning story. Use your real details. What time do you wake up? Do you drink coffee or tea? Do you take a bus, ride a bicycle, or walk? Do you work from home or go to a workplace? 1 or 2 lines are enough to begin. You can add more details later. Remember, understand, echo, retell. This pattern helps your brain move from listening to speaking. Now the afternoon. The afternoon is the middle part of the day. Many people work or study. Many people cook, clean, or care for family. Some people rest. Some people run errands. Some people learn English in short breaks. The afternoon can be busy, but even 5 minutes of practice can help. Listen to these sentences and imagine your own day as you echo them. After lunch, I go back to work. I sometimes feel a little sleepy after eating, so I drink water or tea. I check my emails and answer the important ones first. I read messages from coworkers or classmates. I usually have 1 or 2 short meetings. If I work from home, I sit at my desk and open my laptop. I write reports, finish tasks, or prepare a presentation. I look at my calendar to see what is next. I like to keep my desk clean and simple because it helps me think clearly. Around 3 o'clock, I take a short break. I stand up, stretch my shoulders, and walk for a few minutes. If I have a small snack, I choose fruit or a biscuit. If the weather is nice, I go outside for fresh air. Even 10 minutes helps me feel better. Let's make an afternoon story. Listen, then echo, then retell with your own details. After lunch, I return to my desk and make a quick plan. I open my email and reply to the urgent messages. I check a project and write a short list of steps. At 2 o'clock, I join a video meeting with my team. We talk about what we finished in the morning and what we will do next. The meeting is clear and friendly, and it lasts 30 minutes. After the meeting, I make a cup of tea and stand by the window. I watch the street for a minute and take a slow breath. If I have free time, I use it to study English. I listen to a short podcast or read a small article. I pause and repeat 1 or 2 important sentences out loud. This shadowing practice helps my mouth move fast and helps my ear catch the music of English. Before I finish work, I write down what I did today. I also write 1 simple sentence about how I feel: I finished my main task, and I feel proud, or I learned a new word today, and I feel curious. You can do this too. You can use your afternoon to build your English, even if your time is small. If you walk to the bus stop, describe the street in your head. If you wash dishes, repeat a useful sentence 10 times. If you stand in a line, practice your name, your address, and your phone number in English. Small practice becomes strong progress when you do it every day. Your goal is not perfection. Your goal is momentum. Keep the language moving. Keep your mouth warm. Keep your ideas flowing. Now the evening and night, the last part of your day. Evening can be a time to relax, to connect with family or friends, to exercise, to study, and to prepare for tomorrow. Listen and echo these sentences. I come home around 6 in the evening. I take off my shoes and sit down for a few minutes to rest. I sometimes watch the news or listen to music to relax. I cook dinner, or I order food if I feel tired. I eat at the table and talk about my day. After dinner, I clean the kitchen and wash the dishes. If the weather is nice, I go for a short walk. Before bed, I read a book or listen to calm music. I take a shower and brush my teeth. I go to bed around 10:30 or 11. I put my phone away and breathe slowly. I try to sleep well so I can feel strong tomorrow. Here is an evening story. Listen, echo, and then make your own version. In the evening, I unlock my door and feel the quiet of my home. I put my bag down and drink a glass of water. I turn on some soft music and change into comfortable clothes. I cut vegetables and cook a simple dinner. I sit at the table and eat slowly. I think about my day and smile at one small success. After dinner, I wash the dishes and wipe the counter. I open the window for a little fresh air. I take a short walk around my building and look at the sky. When I come back, I take a warm shower and put on clean pajamas. I prepare my bag for tomorrow and write down 3 important tasks. I put my phone on the charger and set an alarm. I turn off the light and say to myself, "Good job today. Rest well." You can follow this pattern, understand, echo, retell. Choose 1 or 2 lines from my story and replace my details with yours. Keep your sentences simple and honest. If you want, record your voice. When you listen to your recording, you may hear small mistakes, and that is okay. When you speak again, you will fix some of them. This is how progress feels, not perfect, but better each time. Let's add a small toolkit of connectors and time words to make your stories smoother. For the morning, you can use first, then, after that, and finally. For the afternoon, you can use after lunch, later, in the middle of the day, and before I finish. For the evening, you can use when I get home, after dinner, before bed, and at the end of the day. These words are like bridges. They connect your sentences and make your speech sound like a clear path. Listen to this short chain and echo it with me. First, I wake up and stretch. Then I brush my teeth and wash my face. After that, I make breakfast and drink coffee. Finally, I check my bag and leave the house. After lunch, I go back to work and reply to emails. Later, I join a meeting and take notes. Before I finish, I write a short plan for tomorrow. When I get home, I cook dinner and relax. After dinner, I clean the kitchen and take a walk. Before bed, I read a few pages and set my alarm. At the end of the day, I feel calm and ready to sleep. Now let's practice a very common question and answer. Many people ask, "What did you do today?" When you hear this question, don't panic. You can answer with 4 short sentences. Try this pattern and echo after me. Today I woke up at 7. I went to work and finished one big task. In the afternoon, I had a short meeting and took a walk. In the evening, I cooked dinner and read my book. If the person still wants to talk, add one feeling. I feel proud because I finished my task. Or say, I feel a little tired, but it was a good day. This is real communication. Simple, honest, and strong. We will now build a tiny daily conversation. You can practice both parts. Person A says, "Hi. How was your day?" Person B answers, "It was good, thanks. I woke up early and had coffee. I went to work and finished my report. After lunch, I joined a meeting and walked outside for 10 minutes. In the evening, I cooked dinner and watched a short show. How about you?" Person A says, "Pretty good. I studied English in the afternoon and made pasta for dinner. Now I'm going to read before bed." Person B says, "That sounds nice. Sleep well." Repeat this mini dialogue until it feels smooth. Then change one detail each time you practice. Change the wake-up time, change the meal, change the activity, change the feeling. Your brain will learn to move between past and present naturally. Let's talk briefly about the method we are using. Understand, Echo Retell is simple but powerful. When you understand, you focus on the main idea, not on every single word. When you echo, you copy the music of English, stress, rhythm, and intonation. When you retell, you choose your own details and speak from memory. This three-step cycle is a small engine for fluency. You can do it with any topic, but daily life is the best place to start because you always have something to say. You wake, you eat, you work or study, you rest, you plan, you sleep. This circle gives you endless material to practice every day. Some people ask, what about mistakes? What if I say something wrong? My answer is simple. Mistakes are part of movement, and movement is the path to fluency. If you wait for perfect grammar, you will never speak. If you speak now, your grammar will improve over time. Think like this: first be clear, then be correct, and finally be elegant. Clarity comes from simple sentences. Correctness grows from repetition and feedback. Elegance arrives later, with practice and reading. Today, focus on clarity. Say what you mean in short, clean sentences. Tomorrow, you can polish one or two small points. That is enough. Here is a small exercise you can use tonight. Before bed, say 3 lines in English. Line 1, one fact from your day. For example, I finished a report at work. Line 2, one feeling. For example, I feel satisfied and calm. Line 3, one plan for tomorrow. For example, I will wake up at 7 and go for a short walk. Repeat these 3 lines 3 times. You will go to sleep with English in your mind, and you will wake up ready to speak again. If you ever feel stuck, use a template. Templates are like safe roads you can walk anytime. Try these. In the morning, I usually underscore, then I underscore, and after that I underscore dot. In the afternoon, I often underscore, sometimes I underscore, and before I finish I underscore dot. In the evening, I like to underscore, then I underscore, and before bed I underscore dot. Fill the blanks with your real actions. When you practice, change one word each time. This trains your flexibility and helps you think in English without stress. Let's do one more complete daily story that you can copy and then change. Listen, echo, and retell. Today was a normal day, but it felt good. I woke up at 7 and stretched in bed for a minute. I brushed my teeth, washed my face, and made a simple breakfast. I ate toast with jam and drank a cup of coffee while I looked out the window. At 8:30, I left the house and walked to the bus stop. The air was cool, and the street was quiet. I listened to a short English podcast and repeated 2 sentences under my breath. At 9, I arrived at work and opened my laptop. I checked my email and replied to the most important message first. I worked on a small project and finished it before lunch. At noon, I ate rice and vegetables and drank water. After lunch, I felt a little sleepy, so I stood up and walked outside for 5 minutes. I looked at the sky and took slow breaths. Back at my desk, I joined a brief meeting with my team. We talked about our progress and our next steps. At 3 o'clock, I made tea and read a short article in English. I wrote one new word in my notebook and made a simple sentence with it. At 5:30, I turned off my computer and went home. In the evening, I cooked pasta with tomatoes and garlic. I ate slowly and listened to soft music. After dinner, I washed the dishes and cleaned the table. I called a friend and talked for 10 minutes about our day. Before bed, I took a warm shower, put on pajamas, and wrote 3 lines in my journal: 1 fact, 1 feeling, and 1 plan. I set my alarm for 7 and turned off the light. I felt calm and ready to sleep. You can use that story as a base and build your own. Change the time. Change the food. Change the place. Change the weather. Change the feelings. Maybe you work from home, so your commute is from your bedroom to your desk. Maybe you take care of children, so your afternoon includes playtime and snacks. Maybe you study at a library, so your day includes reading and note-taking. Every version is true. Every version is practice. Here are a few gentle pronunciation tips to help your shadowing. When a sentence has short words, connect them lightly. Say, I woke up at 7, not I woke up at 7, with long spaces. Keep the rhythm smooth and the stress natural. In English, we stress important words like verbs and nouns, and we relax small words like at, to, and for. Try this with me: I went to work and finished my report. Feel the strong beats on went, work, finished, and report. This music helps your speech sound clear even with simple vocabulary. If you want a small weekly plan, try this: choose 1 topic per day and repeat it all week with small changes. On Monday, talk about your morning. On Tuesday, talk about your commute or your start of work routine. On Wednesday, talk about your lunch and your break. On Thursday, talk about 1 task you finished. On Friday, talk about your evening and how you relax. On Saturday and Sunday, tell a longer story about your week. This cycle builds confidence. You see progress. You hear your voice become stronger. You begin to think in English first, not in your native language. Remember, you don't need perfect grammar to share a clear story. If you forget a word, use a simpler word. If you forget a complex tense, use the past simple. If you feel nervous, slow down a little and breathe. You are not in a race. You are in a practice. The goal is connection: you speak, someone understands, you feel proud, and you continue. Before we close, let's do one more echo exercise with feelings, because feelings make your daily story more human. Repeat after me. In the morning, I felt calm and focused. At noon, I felt a little sleepy but still positive. In the afternoon, I felt busy, but I finished my task. In the evening, I felt relaxed and grateful. Now change the feeling word: calm, focused, sleepy, positive, busy, proud, relaxed, grateful. Mix them and make your own line. In the evening, I felt proud because I cooked a healthy dinner. Or, in the afternoon, I felt busy, but I still studied English for 10 minutes. These small feeling sentences make your story warm and real. You are doing well. You listened with attention. You repeated key sentences. You shadowed the rhythm. You built stories with your own details. This is real progress, and I am proud of your effort. If you want, go back and listen again. Echo the lines a second time. Then press pause and retell the stories from memory. Use the understand, echo, retell method every day this week. In the morning, retell your plan. In the afternoon, retell your actions. In the evening, retell your reflections. One sentence becomes two. Two become four. Four become a story. And your story becomes your voice in English. I will leave you with 3 final lines to carry into your day. I speak simply, and I am clear. I practice daily, and I improve. I use English to talk about my real life. Say them with me once more. I speak simply, and I am clear. I practice daily, and I improve. I use English to talk about my real life. Thank you for listening to Daily English Voices, your A1, A2 English Listening Practice podcast. Keep listening, keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself. I'm Mia, and I'll see you in the next episode.